It's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 5 now. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. From the gun, here's Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago!
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived, because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly why they chose him early in the draft.
And it's one thing to have a catch for 5-10 yards. It's another to be able to break off a long play like that.
Yeah, we saw it in college, his ability to spread out, catch the football. He's brought it to the NFL as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Touchdown! Cade Otton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point in the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Coverage from the secondary. They're in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, you found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with the against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis from 8 yards out.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now Brady. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Buccaneers at 10-2 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A good pickup there at 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on fourth down but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a luncheon. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exert to join them in the effort.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned,
looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And now here's a carry heading left. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down, because sometimes you get out of your games. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the Band-Aid.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, there's the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the gut, Fournette.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is already... Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in his game.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Fournette running right. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On play action, now Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Brady.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
With career touchdown number 70, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. On first down, Fields. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Fields. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we sure realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 27, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got him. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And some room to roam now.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. Their momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
From the 50, here's Fields.
Just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Fields throwing again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Again, Fields finds Kmet on the quick slant.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a give to Fournette.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette on the counter, down to the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Brady going to throw here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he has 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. One last throw here for Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.